You've been with him the longest. Talk about how his game has evolved from what it was earlier than it was last game.
Well, Dirk's transformation started about 4 years ago. Coach Johnson tried to get him to post up a little more and not shoot as many threes. I think he really worked on it, and he's been doing it tremendously well in this postseason. Not only does he go to work in the post, but he makes his teammates better by making the pass on the signal.
What kind of transformation was that for him to make as a basketball player? How difficult?
Oh, it's tough. It's tough because when you've been used to doing one thing so well so often, it's like, why change? But what it's done is made his overall game better.
What do you think?
It's his size. It makes him such a unique set of circumstances to deal with from a defender. But it's something that you guys have seen now for so many years. Just talk about how that his size element does make things so much more difficult.
Well, 7 feet, being able to shoot, not a lot of guys can contest or block that shot because, again, he's looking down into the rim. And so when he has space, he's going to get a shot off.
You know they're going to. Space was he getting really?
Not much. I mean, some of those shots are real difficult. As we watch the film, a lot of them were great defensive efforts. He just did what Dirk does. He makes shots.
Jason, what do you guys have to keep in mind in terms of how they change up? You know they're going to double more about spacing and how that'll leave you guys open. What do you need to do to adjust to that?
Well, we've seen a lot of defenses over the years. Popovich is one of the best at changing it up, giving a different look defensively for Dirk. And so we know how to counter whatever they throw at us. For us, it's our mentality. Continue to be aggressive and not overwork Dirk. We don't want him to wear down, so to speak.
Talk about Barea taking over the game.
Now, because of the performance he had in game one, I'm sure.
Oh, it
as
should.
role players, you guys are more than ready now.
Well, you got to believe they don't want to give him 24 free throws or 48 points. Either way, it's not going to be good for them. So he's going to have a lot of attention, but the rest of us are ready. We're ready for the pressure. And we know if he's doubled, then we're going to have to make plays to be successful.
Talk about a guy a foot shorter taking over the game. Talk about JJ.
JJ did well. JJ had a lot of opportunities in the fourth quarter where the defense was so worried about Dirk that he was able to penetrate and make the right decision. And that's key for him. Getting in the paint at his size, knowing when to take the shot, and knowing when to make the pass.
And your bench is all.
There's absolutely no drop-off when the twos are in. What is the mindset of you guys when you go out there?
Well, our chemistry is so good that we know where to get each other looks, and we know how the defense is playing us. And so when we're out there, our biggest challenge is defensively, maintaining our intensity and making it tough on the other team.
When you think he scored 48 points on 15 field goal attempts and didn't even attempt a three-pointer, what's your reaction to that?
It was an all right night. It was great because he made a lot of shots and got his rhythm at the free throw line. But we know when it's all around game, it's working. Unless those threes fly.
No, you were confident to beat their bench, but you beat them by 31 last night.
We're a very underrated bench team. I've been saying it all season that our bench is really key to our success, and it's no different. Consistently on a night-in, night-out basis, our bench has to come to perform to alleviate some of the pressure for guys like Dirk and JK.
What part of JJ's game has improved the most, you think, in the last year?
Decision making. Being decisive on what he wants to get accomplished when he's out there, and then being assertive. I think he's done an outstanding job. A lot of pressure being Jason Kidd's backup, as you would think, but he's really stepped up to the challenge, and he's earned his way.
How about finishing?
Finishing is tremendous. He's so small that a lot of times he gets in the trees, but he's fearless. He'll go in against anyone.
Jason, when you look around the league at some of the other teams that are still in it, and you look at the top players on those teams, can you compare the workload and responsibility that Dirk has to the workload and responsibility for someone like LeBron?
Well, it's not as much. Again, he has pieces around him that make it difficult on the defense because we come in with our shooters. It's like, well, do we double Dirk and free those other guys up, or do we let Dirk just kill us? And so I don't know. It's a tough decision for them, but it's a good option for us.
You hope they double him next game?
I'll be licking my chops.
Do you expect it to be more physical than as a result? Because it seems like you guys were able to get to your spots. You, Dirk, JJ.
They were pretty physical. I don't know. I mean, as a player going through the game and watching the film, they were on us. A lot of the shots we hit were well contested. So we're not going to shoot like that every night. And our problem right now, we watch the film, is defensively maintaining that intensity for 48 minutes.
Yeah, what is it about so special about JJ that makes him so special?
his toughness, his fearlessness, his ability to get in the paint and not only make shots but make plays.
Why does it seem like that the other teams don't take him so serious, don't believe that he can do what he's doing?
Well, if you look at him, he's not the first guy you'll pick up at an open run or at a park. You know, so maybe they underestimate him, but he's not flying under the radar anymore. And with his ability, he just has to continue to do what he's doing and give him his.